I've still got my trusty DC05 from Dyson, and for the mains power vacuum, it's pretty good. You know, it's powerful. It is bagless, which does mean you need to do quite regular maintenance on it. So that includes getting this filter cleaned, and especially the bin as well. That needs cleaning quite regularly. So I thought I would just show you how to open up the cyclone section of the bin, because I've got a spare here which I kind of rotate and keep them clean. Because what happens is, I'll move that one out of the way. If we open up this one, what does tend to happen is I seem to get lots of dirt in here. So loads of bits of dust and hair and stuff kind of gets caught into this honeycomb section here. And there doesn't seem to be an obvious way to get that open. These screws here are just purely for the vent, the vacuum release. So there's one here, and there's one underneath here as well, which you have to pop off the cover. But you don't need to do that. That's just really for the section here. There's a diaphragm and a spring, but that doesn't get too dirty with regular use. And what you need to do really, just to get the cone off, is it's a bit of brute force. So, you know, only do this if you're kind of happy to open it up and, you know, give plastics a bit of a pull. Makes it a lot easier if the plastics are warm. So make sure you do this in a warm place. And all you really have to do is pull it apart. So what I'll do is I'll show you how it comes apart now, and then obviously how to assemble again. So as you can see there, that's the best way of holding it, is just hold it on this vacuum release and pull the section out. It just kind of clips in, and then what happened on this occasion is the middle cone came out first. So you can see how it clips together. There's like a lip here, and this piece clips into the inside of here, and then this bottom piece clips onto the cone here. And the way it sticks together is the clipping, all the pieces clip together, seems to just hold it together. So there, you heard a click. It's just really kind of a bit of a pull. It's a bit brutal actually. It's a shame there's not like a release where you could do this, but you kind of just pull it apart. Once you've done it the first time, which is quite difficult, it's easier on the second and third goes. But so there's the middle cone. Not much to it really. That's that piece. And this piece comes out. And as you can see, there is dirt in here, but the main pieces are, yeah, they're in there. It just kind of gets dirty in there. I don't know if you can see that. But that's the bits that get really dirty. And then this piece here, not much to it. You can see there's a lip in here. And then obviously here it clips into place. And there's the vacuum release. So if the suction's completely blocked, this valve opens to allow air in here, which stops the motor cooking. That's the idea behind that. So that's what this piece here is, you know, just protruding up the top. But yeah, that's it. I mean, you can see the air comes in here, spirals around through here, and it's kind of made to go in this spiral fashion. Any big pieces are thrown off, and then eventually as it goes down through here, it just shakes off all the dirt. So all the dust is shaken off and left in the bottom of the bin. But over time what you'll find is all these bits here kind of get covered, and especially if you buy a second-hand one where you're just getting some repairs, some, you know, spare bits, you want to give this a nice clean, just to make sure it's, you know, your own dirt that's in here, not someone else's. So that's the idea behind this. Reassembly, as they say on the Haynes manuals, is just the reverser removal, but it is quite tricky. So you need to get this piece in the right orientation. So you can see this little step here, this little ramp, that needs to fit into, there's a kind of a line there. Can you see that? That line, that little piece there, that key goes into here. And then once you've got it aligned, you'll find it will fit in there quite nicely. But that piece doesn't really clip, there's nothing in there to clip. And what I was saying earlier is this middle cone, this central cone piece here, once that goes in, that seems to just lock everything into place. So just make sure you've got the ramp and the key correct so that you can see air goes in here and that's forced to spiral around. And then once you've done that, this piece here, there's no keys on this piece. Get that into that position, and then you have to just give it a bit of a tap. And then once it's in, you'll find it will just sit in place. And there you go, you can see it's lined up at the bottom, lined up at the top. And there we go. Job's a good one.